Yeah, okay, boys, gather up. Tight, come in. So, yeah, boys, come on. Listen, boys, listen. I really don't know what words to say before a Hemme premiere, because words really don't mean anything right now. It's to go out there and do the job. But I tell you one thing, guys, you never fail to impress me in what you guys can do. Every single day you impress us with your ability to do the job, okay? You guys have been ready for this game a long time ago. So there's nothing else to say other than go out there and give them fucking hell. Are we ready, boys? Yeah! Come on! Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. I do not gamble, but bet on me. I think I've been quite fortunate in my roles in previous clubs and with different coaches, that I've always had a responsibility as an assistant coach that is maybe different from what most assistant coaches would expect to have. Where, for example, in Häcken for 2.5 years, I felt very much that I was given head coach type responsibility, that I would be able to lead the training, help lead the tactics going into the game, and try to plan the week with the team, but plan the week in regards to how we want to work, how we want to set up for the game. I think you've also, in the meeting, Tobbe, remind the players to expect something different. We can't be the only team that's going to try and do something new, so that everyone is like not getting fooled, like they're going to be like on their toes type thing. I'm sure they'll have something up their sleeves.
Det är bra på rätt yta när vi tränar. I straffområdet.
Ja, i alla fall.
Ja, att vi är i straffområdet så det blir rätt.
Ja, vi får gå in och
förhållning. Ja, för annars tror jag det blir svårt.
Ja. But after we've done the boxes and then the runs, after the runs we can just let them do like some passing themselves, just to feel the pitch a little bit before we go into the young versus old. I saw your interview in Smålandsposten. I think the best part was when you called Nicholas slow. I don't know how you got away with that.
Yeah, it's funny.
He's not slow.
Yeah, he's a slow guy.
He's quick in his head, quick with his feet.
That's lucky. That's
Different type of speed.
It's the slow speed in Superettan, but maybe it's fast in his head, you know.
But the one bit that Nicholas said about selling you, that's not going to happen.
No.
Okay, there's no money in the world. Okay,
Not thinking.
Don't get that in your head.
No. I'm stable.
I do this every morning just to make it clear. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Morning. But I remember growing up watching a lot of, because I'm not that old, but I'm old enough to know that we only had 5 TV channels. So a lot of the sport that we would watch, like Formula 1, tennis, rugby, darts, snooker, it was free. So you would watch what was on TV at that time, and during certain times of the years, different sports. But I used to love watching rugby union. So where I'm from, rugby league, different format, but rugby league and rugby union was very much shown on TV. So I was always very inspired by watching the All Blacks. I used to think, it's incredible, this tiny little country, well, not tiny, but compared to the rest of the teams they're playing against. And I used to always love watching the All Blacks. And it's not until I got a little bit older then you start to read about their process and how they built their identity, the All Blacks, that I took a lot of inspiration from their collective leadership mantra in a way. Every meeting we make sure that the seats reflect our strengths. So we talk about collective leadership, and it's about, inspired from the All Blacks when they talk about following the spearhead. So you have your leaders at the front, but the symbol of the spearhead is the triangle, the spear of the weapon they would use during conflicts. That the strength doesn't come from the tip, it comes from behind the tip. Okay, good morning. Don't know about you, but it feels good to be able to walk out 5 meters onto our our training pitch, our match pitch. We talked a little bit about the preparations to the pitch. They've worked really hard on the grass. They've been cutting it this morning to make it perfect for you. So I want you to really, I know we talk about this idea of a fortress. When you play at home, it should feel like this fortress where no one can come and fuck with us, that we are the team that dictates at home. So I do demand that the more elder, more experienced players in the group take a slightly larger responsibility to both drive the way we want to play, but also the environment. And we have a collective leadership ethos that everyone should feel like a leader. And I felt obviously when we had, when Usta had Mons for so long, he was a big leader for the group. So I think just by chance in many ways with him retiring, it did open up a little window for other people to actually feel like, how do we fill that void? How do we all come together and try to be a strong leadership group as a whole, rather than there's one individual replace another one. But I think Rodic, for example, has stepped up. He's a fantastic human being. He drives people every day. I think he also likes the feeling of being able to set demands on people, but he's also a very kind person. So I think he's learning to find the balance between when to drive and when to give someone a little bit of love. And we have Ivan and Viberg also, who complement that kind of triangle of love in a way, where they can dip in and dip out in regards to their own personality. Ivan is a little bit more quiet than Rodic, but he has a presence about him. Whereas Viberg he's so smart when he talks about football that he can dip in and dip out when to deliver that experience to the players, especially young players, and when to be reserved and individual and focus on himself. Sakai doubling up at the back post there. But Lucas is asleep. On that ball that came then, he was fast asleep again.
Lyckas gå till den bollen. Bergqvist trycker undan Lindgren. Lyfter in en ny boll. Och här kommer Lindgren!
Fuck! Every chance we've had has gone right at the goalkeeper. Herregud.
De måste röra sig mycket mer, alltså. Det är så jävla statiskt.
Every fucking time we come to half of the pitch, we go back to Robin. And Robin kicks it long. We put ourselves in shit, don't never.
Våga ha bollen, våga, alltså driv med bollen, våga ta 2-3 touch alltså. Du kan inte bara stå iväg den hela tiden när du får det.
They had a few testers early on in the game. The goal was coming, okay? So we can only have ourselves to blame there. But the loose balls, we've got to be fucking sharper there. On the little loose balls where they can get out, switch the play, and put the ball in our box. We've got to be better on the loose balls. And back four, I understand they've got 2 guys up there, but if we're putting some pressure up, you've got to push the line up there. And when it comes to the goal kicks, they're not going that far. So what do you want to do? Do you want to leave it to the midfield players, or do you want to release the centre back and go for it? Have a look at it in the game, the distance of the goal kicks, so we can really make sure that ball is going back that way, okay?
Get the ball in. I don't know how many times I've said Wiberg today. He's deaf in the ears. All he can hear is me shouting Wiberg. But get him against their number 6, the right centre-back. Every time their right wing-back is leaving Wiberg, 1v1 with him, get it into him. Get it into him and let him fly. But keep the deliveries coming in. Robin doing a really good job there, keep it up. But step up the aggressivity, okay? We'll have more control in the middle of the pitch with you 3. But overall, no more loose balls, they win first. Any crosses you think are coming in, you've got to go tight. No shots, loose balls, no shots, loose balls. That's our percentage in the second half. But boys, they're going to get tired. They're going to give away space. They're going to start parking the bus in their box. Use that. When the ball comes out, use that, win the ball back and go again. Keep getting the ball in. But a little bit more bravery on the ball. You can play through this fucking team. You can play out this fucking team with the ball. So use your strength. But a little bit more, step up now. You know what you're facing? Step it up. Okay? Come on.
Men avslutet räddas av Wallinder. Öppning mot Aliyev, vidare Bergmark, Wiberg åker ner och det är straff för Öster. På ribban. Bergmark, Wiberg. Missar! Jakobsson räddar!
Right at the goalkeeper every time. This! Go up! Manne! Stay!
Småbarnslivet också kan vara tufft. Här då. Och titta! Och Öster förlänger sin förlustfria premiärsvit.
Du gör bra, du gör jättebra. Ja, vi ses kompis. Ja. So proud of you boys. Never give up, okay? That was a well fought point, okay? Really proud of you all, okay? You got some scars to show for it, huh? Never give up. We talked about being resilient under failure, and you saw that resilience today. Ivan, you're fucking there for the boys, pushing them forward, taking the ball forward yourself. Brilliant. Remember this, boys, okay? Push us forward throughout the whole year. Be proud of that points. It was a good team we played against, but you showed your character and your strength in the second half, okay? Well done.